Sorry?
Doing the roof, I was going to show you something interesting. Did you see in this second floor window, all the brass in the window?
No.
Well, when you get a chance, you're on the second floor, walk straight to this window and look at the windowsill. You'll see a bunch of sawdust. That gives you an absolute certainty that there's a nest inside, in between the walls, carpenter ants. There's carpenter ants on the third floor, everywhere.
So it's infested?
It's infested, and there's a bunch of dead ones, so there's been some kind of a treatment, but I found live ones. So where I'm at is I'm absolutely recommending the treatment for carpenter ants, and I haven't found no access.
Do you think there's substantial damage
to this window?
Yeah.
Can you get in that door right there?
No.
Well, substantial damage, okay. As far as the wall falling down, no. But have they taken a lot of the wood out? You look at what I'm saying, and you'll see what I'm saying. How much wood did
They
the
should
saw
open that
cut?
That wood should be open. That wall should be opened up to inspect.
Or I should be able to treat inside, but the in-between wall needs to be treated.
Yeah, but it needs to be inspected. You'll have to take the sheetrock off to look.
I'm not taking it off.
No, I'm going to recommend it's taken off.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it off.
But I don't even know. I mean, I know they're there.
It's a window inspection on the second floor on the outside. We're looking to see if there's any damage to the windows. There was a hailstorm through here recently, and I do know there's a broken window around here. Just checking that we haven't got any other broken windows. And we come around to the front elevation, and here we have a broken window. That's going to need replacing. This is the attic inspection. First thing I'll point out is that we've got a post here. There once was a railing here, and some supersonic genius took the railing out for some reason. Probably wanted somebody to fall down and kill themselves. Oh, safety rail. Let me see what I can do. I'll remove it. And you can see actually it ran up here, so it's all to code. It's now gone. It's got to be replaced. It's dangerous. We're going up to the 3rd floor. So this is a built-out attic, and we have an air conditioning unit. We fire it up. A well and a step. Okay, attic number 1. We're at the left elevation of the property. It's been used for storage. There's been a lot of disruption of the insulation. And there's a unit in there. Now these ducts are actually laying on the joists themselves. They should be suspended. As they are at the moment, they're going to wear and vibrate and cause noise inside the house, so they should be suspended. In addition, the ones that are suspended are suspended with steel strip, which can cut through. It should be a nylon webbing. And we're looking here at a support. There's not correct service boards in here, they're just boards that have been laid down. I've got to be really careful. Okay, this support is bending. It's okay at the moment, but I would suggest that another 2x4 is attached and run down here to strengthen it and hold it in place. And I'd suggest 2 for that stanchion coming down from the board, the ridge board, down to the ceiling joist is also strengthened. And this is attic number 1. Now we have 2 flues. Now I cannot get to that rear flues. There, the 2 chimneys held in place, and one has shown signs of water leaks. I'm in the finished out attic. It's on the right hand rear elevation of the property. What's drawing my attention is water leak here, and I can see why. There's actually light showing through here. There's a small water leak there. That's going to grow and cause quite a lot of problems. In addition to that, the skylight has water damage on the top here, quite extensive water damage. So I would say this whole skylight, yes it is, we got water damage here. This whole skylight is now suspect. That needs to be investigated by a roofer. That's the skylight on the opposite side. We're on the rear elevation, and here we've got water damage. We've got more water damage here. So I rate this skylight in poor condition.
Hello, my name is Craig Ackman with Drop Dead Pest Control. My phone number is 972-359-0803. Done the wood destroying insect report on this property today here in Celina, and it's an interesting property as far as the slab and underneath the house goes. So a lot of it was inaccessible as far as what I'm able to see. I'm able to see what I can see. I've done the best I can with that. So we have a slab, we have part of it a pier and beam. I'm unable to see that pier and beam, was unable to find the access to it. I have not found any evidence of subterranean termites, which are wood destroying termites, or Formosan termites, which are very aggressive. Any of the wood boring beetles, powder post beetles that attack the cabinets, or any of the drywood termites, which are typically in the furniture. But what I have found at this house, throughout the house, all over the house, is wood destroying carpenter ants. We have live carpenter ants on the outside of the house. We have on two different sides of the house. We have live carpenter ants on the inside of the house. We have a lot of carpenter ants that have been here and have been dead. I found carpenter ants on all 3 floors of this property, not to mention a bunch of other general pests that I've found: wasps, spiders, crickets, general house spiders. I've also found brown recluse spiders at this property, which may not be wood destroying, but are very harmful and poisonous to human beings. I want to give you an example of, so my recommendation, it's all written down in the report, and there's a graph of the report showing these different areas of what I'm talking about. As an example of what kind of damage the carpenter ants can do, this is the second story. This right here, what we have right here, this is called frass. This is what the carpenter ants bring out of the wall because they excavate the wood and make a nest inside the wall. We also have it at the window sill right here. Now this is very obvious that there are carpenter ants that are in between the wall. So even if I was to do a treatment on the inside of the baseboard and the outside of the house, I still would not get the active carpenter ants that are inside the wall. This would be considered a satellite colony. So there is definitely carpenter ants surrounding this house. In the trees, in the bushes, in the roots. They have main colonies and they have satellite colonies. With the amount of carpenter ants that I found throughout this house, it definitely needs to be treated, and it needs to be treated thoroughly. Let me take a minute to explain this. If I spray a chemical that's labeled for carpenter ants right here, or right on this right here, technically and legally I have treated this because it's a carpenter ant treatment. But my experience with doing this is that we miss the bullseye, because the carpenter ants are in the middle of this wall. If we do not treat the in-between part of this wall, we will not eliminate these ants. They will continually come back, year after year, month after month, and be a continuous problem. So there's a very thorough treatment to eliminate them, to eradicate them, that we do not have a problem with any of the carpenter ants anymore. And that can be done very effectively and efficiently at a fair price. My name is Craig Ackman, Drop Dead Pest Control, 972-359-0803. If there's any way I can help you, thank you.
This is the floors ceiling inspection. What we're looking for is cracks in the sheetrock, etc., etc., indicating movement in the building. I'm not going to find any, I'm sure, because I had a good look outside and nothing seems to be moving. It seems very stable, which is a good thing. And while we're passing, we'll just check the doors, open and close. For weather seal, do we have any weather damage? No, it's all looking good. Continue our walls, floors and ceilings. That's all looking good. Okay, well, let's go and look on the second floor. Outlet, missing cover. Now we'll go to the third floor. Well, we haven't been in here. Let's have a quick look. Fireplace. And a metal fireplace. We have a damper in place. I've got to watch out, there's brown recluse around here. Let's open it up. Fireplace on the second floor. Damper. Another one in the attic above us. We're going to take this one apart and find out what we've got inside here. Okay, we have a wire tap there. This is a floating panel, so it's not the main panel. But all is looking okay. It's copper, no aluminum, so fine. Let's put this back. Located on the porch at the left hand elevation of the property, and it's got a service drop, aluminum. The main ground is here, but it's impossible to verify the ground because it disappears beneath us and we cannot get underneath the porch to verify there's a ground on this system.